everyone. I ran out of time in my last video with our sort of algebra math questions, so I'm going to do a couple more practice ones just to get make sure that we're really understanding what to do. So our last equation was a whole note plus something equals 6, and we had decided that it was a 2. Well, we need 2 beats, so it was a half note. So let's do a couple more, all right? Here we go. I'm going to give you a quarter note plus something is going to equal 4. Again, you can take the result here and take away what you've already got. 4 minus 1. Oh, yep, 4 minus 1 equals 3. So I know I need to put a note that is worth 3 beats in that blank. And I know that that note is a dotted half note. Okay, I'm going to erase these and do a couple more samples and let you figure them out, and then we'll take them up together. This is my famous trick question, but we do it so many times I don't really think that it's too much of a trick anymore. Okay, a couple more here. Okay, so let's start here with what I said was my famous trick question. I do it all the time just to make sure you're listening and understanding what's going on when I say the instruction. The instruction is use one note in the blank to complete the equation. So we have one set of 2 eighth notes, so that's going to give us 1. Another set of 2 eighth notes, that's going to give us 1. We need one more beat to fill this note. Okay, a lot of the time I see this answer on the test, or I'm getting this answer in class. Technically, this does add up to 3 because you have 1, 2, and 3 sets of double eighth notes. However, the instruction was to use one note, and this is 2 notes. We know this is 2 notes because it's got 2 note heads. We know this is 2 notes because it would make 2 sounds. So if I was to clap this, I can hear 2 sounds. So if I hear 2 sounds coming from one note, it isn't really one note. It's 2 notes. So I've got to get rid of that. So the alternative then is to use something else, one note that gets 1 beat, which is our lovely quarter note. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 is indeed 3. All right, moving on here. I've got a half note plus something is going to equal 5. So how many beats am I going to need? Again, I can do 5 minus what I already have. 2 is going to equal 3. So I need a note that has 3 beats, and hopefully you've determined that that is a dotted half note. Okay, here we have, okay, we're getting a little bit bigger with our equations now. Half note plus something is 7. So 2 and 2 plus something is 7. So let's see, let's work this out a little bit here. 7, I'm going to write a little bigger. 7 minus 2 is going to equal 3, right? Because 7 minus 2 is 5. Minus 2 is 3, okay? Whoop, pardon me. I put those together, okay, and then 5 minus 2 goes 3. So, great, this is wonderful. This is the same as the previous one, another dotted half note, okay? 2 plus 3 is 7. Just double checking. Yes, we are good. Okay, and last one, quarter note is 1 plus something is going to equal 5. So we need something that's going to be 4 beats, and that is our full note. Okay. Make up some of your own to keep practicing this. This might also be on your test, this little algebra work. Again, nothing too difficult, and if you know your note values, this is going to be a breeze for you. The only other thing that might be on your test to do with note values is to make up your own music math equations, and I hope you all know what I mean when I say that. Okay, that is doing basically making up your own questions, but making sure you solve them, show your answer. So for instance, well, I am all about the dotted half note today. Okay, here is a sample music math equation. I've got some notes written down and I've solved my equation. If you just write this, half note plus dotted half note, all you're showing me is that you know how to draw notes, which is important. However, what I'm looking for on this test is to see if you know the value of your notes. So just leaving it like this does not show me you know what they're worth. Okay, putting that answer tells me lots. It tells me A, you know how to draw your notes, and B, that you know that this is 2 and this is 3, so together it would equal 5. Okay, so you might want to work on some sample equations. Again, you can do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, whatever you like. I would just caution you against getting too complex with your equations, because if you give me the wrong answer at the end, you're not showing that you know what they're worth. So this type of equation will get the same mark as this type of equation. Okay, I am not figuring out what that is right now, but the answer is whatever you got, your answer is whatever you write down, this will get 1 mark if it's correct, and this will get 1 mark if it's correct. So please make sure that you're keeping your equations super simple so that you know you're solving them correctly for sure. Okay, so I'm just going to go over these one last time in case you didn't get them down in the last video. Maybe let's start at this end this time, switch things up. So here we go. These are our 2/8 notes. They get 1 beat. 1/8 note gets a half of a beat. A whole note gets 4 beats. Our dotted half note gets 3. Our half note gets 2. And our quarter note gets 1. So, happy studying. There are going to be no surprises on this test, so if you work out and study what you know about this, you're going to do very, very well. Happy studying. Good luck.